All right, everyone, welcome back to the channel. Got a lot going on right now. It's currently like 11:30 in the morning. I waited till it kind of warmed up to do this video just because I had other things going on this morning, and when I got back it was so cold I couldn't even function outside. But yes, my lovely bike. So I'm going to put this into my storage building. I'll put this in one of my storage buildings. So I'll walk it up there, and I think today we'll do a lot of scrapping. I got a lot going on right now. I finally caught up. Well, let's say this. Finally caught up with all my videos, if that makes sense. If anyone out there might be a content creator, might know what I'm talking about. Usually you try to have a video on a delay or 2 or 3 videos backed up, but I don't. So I'm officially caught up, which means we're going to have more daily videos and more whatever happens happen videos, because it is what it is. But we're putting this bad boy away. I heard some people leave comments that it was worth like 100 to 300 euros in their country. They've had a couple, or they've seen a couple. This one is missing all the Harley decals, it appears, but I'm going to save on to this. This is not getting scrapped. And just like that, it is now in storage. Mr. Groundhog has been here and out of here a couple times this past summer. At some point, I had to fill in his hole because, well, he's scared the living hell out of me a couple times. Lawn decor. And, of course, these are the pieces from the patio set that I ended up saving. I ended up not saving the big one, the big table. And the reason why was because it was so bulky and heavy and took up so much space that it would be completely pointless to save it. And from a business standpoint, it would not be intelligent. So that thing's gone. Moving right along in the wonderful world of taco. Guys might have remembered I found an attachment for my weed whacker, and I was talking about putting on that guy. This is actually it. It's actually it. Is right over here. I found this at the flea market for a whopping $1. And as you can see, I did use it. See, it's all nicked up. If you guys are thinking about getting this, I know this is a very niche market. If you're interested in buying one of these, it's not as good as it seems. This actually adds a pretty decent amount of weight to the weed whacker, so it makes it feel pretty heavy. And the cutting surface, as you can see, is really only about an inch, inch and a half. So although it worked very, very well for cutting down thorny bushes, when you're trying to do a little bit more than a 5x5 area, it takes forever. So we'll put that back. The other issue I had with that piece, was whenever you cut like the weeds or whatever it might be, it just pretty much just leaves it there. It doesn't shred it. Like with this weed whacker, your typical normal weed whacker, whenever you cut weeds, you can kind of just shred it up from top to bottom and make it into little chunks. That's something else. But you can make it into little chips or chunks, and it will disintegrate pretty easily. With that, I had to use a rake nonstop. So it was raking and that, which ended up taking forever. So I probably will not be using that in the future. Should probably just haul this down, but I'm going to bring this all down to the garage. A wonderful world of scrap life. Alright, so I don't know what I'll be taking today. Maybe I'll take some wire. So this is all wire off a vacuum cleaner, most likely. This looks like a shop vac. This is aluminum. It is. And all this stuff here that I have is generally stuff that didn't sell, or over the course of X amount of times, I just realized that's something that might not sell. I don't know if that would be considered Bear Bright. It does have some other stuff on it, so that might be just number 2. I also gotta say, this Sawzall, if you are a homeowner and you have like anything that you need to cut down and you're using like just an actual, like a hand saw, a Sawzall is great. Like, I can't tell you how many times I put on a wood blade on this. So this is for wood with nails, but I've used this and I've been able to cut down little weeds or thorny bushes or whatever it might be. It is excellent rather than using loppers, I guess. It's an excellent tool. Whether it be a thorny bush or you have a little tree in your yard that you want to cut off some branches and a lopper might not work. Depending on the size of the blade. So this is actually a pretty long blade. I might even have I do have a longer one. I don't even know what size this one is. But you can see it's a pretty decent sized blade there. 14 inches maybe. This might be 10. You can take off a pretty decent sized branch. If you're thinking like, hey, do I need a chainsaw, for example? You know, if you have a Sawzall around, just put a different blade on it. It works wonders. These are kind of cool. It's made to look old hardware. So it's all, as you can see on the back, it's new. It's new stuff. It has a date on the back. No, it does not have a date on the back. But it's made to look old. China. Something patented, and then no, that's not the date. That's just a patent number. It says China on the back. What I really need to do is, all right, well, that's not even. Are these? So if it sticks to a magnet, it just goes in my iron pile. If you're new to this and you guys see me use a magnet a lot. That did not stick, as you see. If it sticks, it would have, I'll show you guys. Just like this will stick. I can just lift it up. This doesn't stick, so you gotta hit it with a file, see what it is. It probably is this die cast metal. The other thing it could be would be brass. If it was actually really old, it would be brass. Yeah, it's a white metal. That's another thing, like older hardware is generally in brass. Sometimes it might be in copper, but most of the time it'd be in brass. So if you don't have the opportunity to actually file down hardware, let's say if you're at a, these are cool. You don't have the opportunity, like if you're at an auction or a flea market, you're like, is this actually really old or is this made to look old? Cut up some of this wire as well. I want to get rid of this bucket. As you guys see, I own a lot of random buckets and I really wanted to clean this up at one time. So you got more buckets over here, got bins over here. It just becomes a disaster. And I come in here, I try to throw something down. I just don't have space. I did consolidate some bins. As you see, I started stacking over there. But looks like copper. I must have just taken over sheet copper. I can't remember. Moving right along with the scrap life. There are some people, so, you know, I thought maybe I should do an hour-long episode of sorting scrap metal. There are a couple of YouTubers who do that, and it's actually kind of relaxing. Sometimes at night, I lay in bed, I might watch 20 or 30 minutes of it. You can learn a couple things, but also it's kind of cool to see this stuff. Also, one little small thing I just realized is if you guys go on eBay and type in like scrap pewter or scrap brass, for example. So brass is like, I'd say like $1.30 or $1.40 a pound. There's someone on eBay who I think was selling 40 pounds of scrap brass, random things like valves, pipe, small plates, door kicks, whatever it might be. I think they had 40 pounds, and they sold one lot for $120, free shipping. I don't know. I think that might even fit in a large flat rate. So at $120, free shipping, costs you 15 bucks to ship it. So you take away $10. At the end, it's really like you're selling it for like maybe like 90 bucks after all your fees, everything. 40 pounds, $90. That's like a little over $2 per pound. So you can actually make more money just by selling it on eBay. So check that out. Like, for example, I think pewter, you could probably get like $1 or $1.20 online, possibly. I think I was looking at pewter or lead. Scrap lead or scrap pewter, one of them. And literally, if you just sell it on eBay, you don't have to like do anything crazy with it. You can just take pots and pans or something like this and sell that. Someone else out there likes to melt them down and make artwork or figurines or whatever it might be. So if you don't want to take it to a scrapyard, there's always that option. If you go to a lot of auctions or you see it out in public, you can make some money elsewhere if that's what you want to do. It's really no different. Like, by me scrapping this stuff, it gets melted down and made to other things as well. It's not like when I scrap this stuff, it's not like it goes into the landfill and it just gets thrown away. No, it gets made into new things that you might see on the shelves in the future. So that's kind of the cool thing with it. Mostly everything that I find, like all this wire, that stuff I generally get from like sales, but like all the wire, that comes from small appliances or microwaves or whatever it might be, toaster ovens, out of the trash. So it's like I'm recycling it into something else. It's kind of cool. Alright, I was getting ready to leave, and then I totally forgot. I just grabbed this in the trash. It's been sitting out here. I should probably take it apart. Right, which way? No, other way. So essentially this shouldn't be too difficult. Alright, and just like magic, we are at the scrapyard. It's kind of dusty out today. There are the keys over here. It really sucked to lose my keys. What is that? Just trunks. I noticed with this van, since I don't ever put like things, that's alright, but this step, if I keep it like this, it falls over. And when it falls over, it gets stuck in the door. And when you try to open up the door, it's like impossible. So that's that. This is my number 2 copper. And we'll see what we get from this. So my guess, when I said, I think I said it was like, well, I said it was probably $15. When I said it was $15 because I had some copper on it and iron. So, I don't know. I'm gonna go with 12 bucks. I think that's pushing it. Probably like $10. And if you're wondering, like, if you can break this down anymore, you can slice this aluminum and take out all these little copper pipes. And you get paid for number 2 copper, and you get paid for clean aluminum. But that's never going to happen. That's too wild of a move to do. All right, so I got finished with that. I think it weighed 10 pounds, which is either $10 or $11. I don't know what the price is right now. I can't remember what I said 2 minutes ago, which is crazy, because that was probably like 5 seconds ago on this video. But yeah, we're not throwing away that guy. Anything exciting out there? Not really. Alrighty, scrap metal prices are up. Let's see what we got over here on this lovely sheet. If you guys have never been to a scrapyard, most of them are now like, I won't say commercial, but they're automatic in terms of their payment. Everything's electronic. Rarely do these scrapyards do it the old-fashioned way. This one was actually one of the last scrapyards around here that did the old-fashioned way, and they used to use a I can't remember what they're called. They're not adding machines. I think they are adding machines. I don't know. But you used to write down every single thing, add it up, and then like smash this button. They used to emboss whatever you got paid, and you brought over here, and then they just add it up, and then they just hand you cash right from the window. Now it's all in an ATM. Everything you get done over there, he takes a photo of. Well, he doesn't like bring out a camera. They have cameras in there, just snap a photo. But that's how it is now. And that whole system, from what I've heard, is not cheap, by the way. Like tens of thousands of dollars to put that system in. But awesome day. Scrap metal prices are up. Light iron, I got a whopping $7 out of all the light iron. It's up to $5 for every 100 pounds. So that's up 50 cents per 100, which might not seem like a lot, but in the scrap world, especially if you're one of the people who do it big time and you bring like tractor trailers or triaxles, 50 cents for 100 pounds makes a big difference. You know, you fill up a tractor, or not tractor, you fill up a triaxle, and you come over here with a triaxle or a dumpster, and that's the difference of a couple $100 in the grand scheme of things. Number 2 copper also up. Copper's up $2.40 per pound around here. Usually it's around $2.20. $16.80 for that bucket, so almost $17. The insulated wire, I got $12. And that aluminum copper radiator I got out of trash, once I cleaned it, I got 11 bucks for it. So it weighed a total of 10 pounds. It's $1.10 per pound. And so I got $11 for it. So with the copper ends that I cut off, the iron, it's probably like $12, $13. I think I said I picked it up. I was like, oh, that's $15 right there. So pretty close, not exact, but 11 bucks, or really 12 bucks for something that's just sitting on the side of the road is awesome. All around awesome, awesome, awesome. So scrap prices are up. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. I think I'll be doing a lot more scrapping videos here in the winter with everything kind of slowing down. I don't know if I'll venture into doing different things. I know I took apart an air conditioner once. A lot of people like to see the stripping of copper wire on YouTube, so I don't know, maybe I'll get a machine for that. I don't really come across a lot of number 1 wire to do that, but maybe we'll find something in the wild. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. If you guys enjoy, hit the like button, subscribe down below for more treasure hunts. Hopefully you guys enjoy your weekend. Catch up with you guys next time for next venture. Until next time, have a great day. Keep living the dream. Peace.